And neighbors, what do you think about this angle? We got some good natural sunlight coming in through these windows, but if you look, this don't look like a cooking backdrop, right? And hello neighbors, new place, new energy, new vibes, new recipes, and also check it out, we got a little window, finally some ventilation. You know, we were in that office tower, that like studio in Seoul. You cook it up, everything, you smell it for 3 days, but now we got a little window. We upgraded just a little bit. Do you smell it? No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't smell anything. That's what ventilation is. I think we covered maybe 5 juk recipes already, but variety is that spice of life, and I want to introduce the shrimp one today. So if you're feeling under the weather, of course, go to the hospital. Don't just eat juk and think you'll be all right. In these times, you gotta be extra cautious. But if you're also taking care of someone who might just have like the regular seasonal flu, juk is a very nice thing to make in bulk and eat, especially if you don't have an appetite. All right, so let's start. And we'll slowly roll out and get acquainted to this new place. We're gonna start off with some luxurious tap water from Gyeonggi-do, which is a little bit south of Seoul. This is Gangnam. You ride the subway station. We're about 15 minutes down south. Let's give it a quick taste. Gotta check out the water quality here. Nice pH level. Fill it up with short grain rice. In Korea, we don't use medium grain or long grain. We use short grain. Fill up 1 cup and we're gonna put it in water. And this way, ooh, I like that sound. It's kind of like that rain stick. Remember in like elementary school, you flip it upside down and you get that rain sound? Actually, on second thought, we haven't even rinsed our rice yet. You know, the quality of rice in Korea is nice, but in some parts you might find like, you know, bad pieces or little bugs. So let's rinse this out first. 3 or 4 good rinses. And we'll let this hydrate for 30 minutes. Half an onion. Finally dice these into little cubes. Carrot, pinky length, and turn them into a size that a hamster would like. Same thing for a zucchini. And that's the usual suspects for Korean juk. For a little bit color, choose your favorite mushrooms. I'm using these baby shiitake mushrooms. Of course, just use regular shiitake mushrooms or whatever's seasonal to you. I'm gonna save some of these stems because we're gonna make a broth later. Korean chives. It's called puchu in Korean. This is primarily for the color because when we boil this congee, it's gonna all turn into this sort of similar color. This doesn't have a strong onion flavor at all. And then of course, our main, which is shrimp. All right, maybe one more. Ah, it's getting stuck. Let go. This is not a ski resort. All right, I think these have thawed out for a little bit. Nice. I was thinking about putting them whole, but I think it's better that we take off the shells because this is juk, and if you're sick, there's no way you're gonna be peeling out the tails. All right, guys, then I'm gonna just cut these down in half because some of these are very big. All right, and I'll leave a few whole for decoration. All right, and then one thing that I'm very happy about, we finally have a gas stovetops. I hate electric stovetops. Gas is so much better. And then for our juk, we're gonna make an anchovy kelp broth. All you wanna do, open it up, and then just these black innards, just this black innards you wanna take out, the head and everything else. Perfect. Once we got 15 or 20 pieces in there, let's turn it on. Ooh, nice. Mix this anchovy around for 15 to 20 seconds. In this toasting process, this eliminates any of the fishy smell. Today we want 3 cups of broth, but as it boils, it's gonna evaporate. So I'm using 3.5 cups. 5 or 6 pieces of kombu, about an iPhone size worth. Shiitake mushroom stems. We'll drop those in as well. All right, and then there's other things that you can also add, like the stems of spring onions. If you drop those in, it makes for a more flavorful broth. But you know what? Anchovy and kelp, that's all you need. And all the other stuff is options on a car. Once it comes up to boil, we'll take out the kelp. Yeah, these turn slightly bitter if you put it in for too long. I want you to reduce the heat to about a medium low. And then let's let it gently simmer for about 7 minutes. All right, we'll fish these guys out so I could show you that color. And by the way, you can use veggie stock as well. You don't have to use anchovy kelp broth. And before we start, we want to empty the water out, big pot out. You know, I'm looking through the camera right now, and this just doesn't look like my kitchen. All right, 1 tablespoon in, and the second in. Get this on a medium heat, not too hot because that sesame oil burns quickly. All right. Mix this around. That rice is gonna soak in all that sesame oil flavor. Oh, beautiful. Let's add in all of our vegetables. Everyone in, everyone in. Mix that in. Oh, beautiful. All right, guys, then our shrimp. I'm gonna just pick it out of the bowl so we don't get that excess water. Mix that up. Then we're gonna add in our broth. This was roughly 3 cups. And then did you notice a little bit of caramelizing from the vegetables on the bottom? Just run it, scrape it from the bottom. And now, one thing with rice, it soaks in so much water. So we added 1 cup of rice. Normally for congee, you want to do a 6-to-1 ratio. So we need 6 parts liquid. We already had 3 parts broth. And then the other 3 cups, we're going to just add in regular water. Just 3 cups. So now we have 6 parts liquid, 1 part rice. All right, and this stovetop kind of strange. The closer you go, the higher it goes. So we're going to go from a medium to a high. Go back and forth a few times so that nothing's sticking to the bottom. All right, once it comes up to boil like this, give a few stirs as well. But now we're going to reduce the heat to a medium low. All right, and we'll let the rice soak in all of this natural flavor and give it about 10-15 minutes. And don't be negligent. Once in a while, come and give it a few stirs so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. Right, and for me, right around 10-11 minutes, you'll see that the consistency has turned almost like a clam chowder. I like it right here. What we're gonna do, turn off the heat. Let's get our chives. Just throw it in here. It's nice, huh? And then just for seasoning, we're gonna keep it very simple. Half a teaspoon, that's it, of salt. Or you can add more if you want, or a dab of soy sauce as well. But I'm telling you, this is it. Beautiful. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna. Guys, again, we got a whole pot, enough for 4 people, the whole family. All right, and take a close look. Beautiful, beautiful. Put it down here. If you're sick, you're not gonna be eating that much kimchi, but hey, I'm good. All right, and that's all she wrote. And look, you hear that? I'm telling you, Katie has a skill of coming in at the right time. Hey, Katie.
Daniel, I'm gonna eat now. I'm so hungry.
I haven't tasted it yet.
Mmm,
How is it?
맛있네?
It's good, huh?
You did a good job. 김치랑 먹으니까 딱이네.
Welcome home, Katie.
Welcome to the new house, guys. Tomorrow we want to introduce a little bit of our new place, show you. Daniel, put that in the laundry bag right now.